Welcome to Intelle Learn, your ultimate source for learning. So, our today's video is going to be on virtual functions. So, in today's topic, we are going to learn about virtual functions. So, what is a virtual function in itself? So, we are going to learn about what is a virtual function, what is the syntax of a virtual function, and what is the example of the virtual function. So, let's begin. Definition of the virtual function. So you are like, I was not there, right? But my voice was there. So, what is happening here? In virtual function, it is also going to be same. Like what? It means that there is a function which is in the class, but we cannot access it. Means it is there and it is not there as well. So today we are going to learn about a virtual function which is created in a base class, that is also known as a parent class. So what is happening in this? We are going to create a function which is in base class. With the help of the child object, we used to access the function. As we all know about it, with the help of the base class pointer, we used to access the parent class function. But what is happening here? In this, with the help of the child class object, we cannot access the parent class member function. If you remember about function overriding, in function overriding, it was going to be like that, right? Two functions, right? Print function, let's say a function named as print, is in different classes. When you create the child object, what was happening? It was calling the member function of that class itself. But what we used to do, if we created a child object and we wanted to call the parent class object, so what we must do? For that, we used parent class pointer. Inside it, we used to store the child class object, and with the help of it, we can access it with the help of the arrow pointer. So in this, what is happening? Even though we create a child class object, even though we create a parent class pointer inside which we store the child class object, it is not going to be executed. It will only execute the child member function itself. So this is about virtual function, a function which we are going to create inside the base class, but it is not going to be executed. It is going to be executed according to the child class objects. So let's see with the example. So example is in front of you. So what we have done, we have created a class named as parent class, which consists of a virtual function, that is print, which will display parent class function on the screen. So as we have noticed, we have used virtual keyword, right? Virtual keyword is used to create a virtual function itself. So right now, the virtual function which we have created is the print function. Inside the child class, which inherits the properties of the parent class, we have created the print function, right? As we know about function overriding, depending on the child class object, it is going to be executed. Now, did you notice one thing? We have written override keyword. So what is an override keyword? To differentiate between these two functions, as these both are equal, cause child class print member function is going to override. Override means it is going to shadow the print member function of the parent class. So that's why we use override keyword. So what will happen? Let's say if I do a spelling mistake in the derived class member function, so it will give me an error. See, void child print make override but does not override. It means that we have to write same to same which is written in the parent class as well. So here we have written print, okay, and let's say if we, instead of giving return type as void, if we give int, so it will give an error itself. It will give that return type is different, you have done the override, it is not overriding the print function of the parent class. So when it comes to virtual function must be overridden by the other classes member functions. If you don't override it, it will give an error as well. Let's do one thing. Let's say we have not written here, okay, we have not written. Let's execute the code again. Okay, so what has happened? It has executed the parent class function, right? It has executed the parent class function because there was a single parent class function itself, and also it has not overridden. So what is happening here in virtual function? If we want to override the virtual function itself, from the parent class, for that we have created same print function which will override. So what will happen when I execute the code again? What will happen? It will execute the child class member function, which is the child class function. So let's see what is happening actually. So as we got to know about virtual keyword is used to create a virtual function. Always remember, virtual function is nothing but a function which is there but not there itself. What do you mean by that? It is not going to be executed. It will be overshadowed. It will be overridden by the child class member functions. So as we can see, we have created one more print function which overrides the print function of the parent class. So we use override keyword to override this print function. In simple terms, if we create the child class object and try to call the print member function, this print member function of child class will be executed instead of the parent one. And let's say if we try to use the pointer as well, as we have seen here, we have created the parent class pointer inside which we have stored the child class object. In function overriding, we used the arrow operator, we used it, and we got to know that even though we have created child class object, but through the parent class pointer we can access the print function. But in this case, in virtual, it is not going to happen. Depending on the child class object, it is going to be executed. So this is all about virtual function, where we have even though created a parent class pointer which has the child class object, still it is going to execute the child class member function. That is the use of the virtual functions. Virtual functions are the functions which are created and it is overridden by the child classes, by the other derived classes. It means that, in simple words, this print function in the parent class is going to be the base function. Like, it is a base function and the child classes will add the features inside it. As we all know, in base function, that is parent class base function, that is print, we have written parent class function. So now in child class, what we have done, we have right now created print function again. So what is happening here? Child class function, it means that it has added a new feature, that is, instead of parent class function, right now the new feature going on is child class function. Think of it like a WhatsApp. So during the early stages, WhatsApp was a messaging app. We used to text messages and calls. Now what are the features included? So security features are increased, in which you can send only text messages up to 5 people, up to 5 groups. So these are the features added, right? So in this also, this is the basic one. It means that print function is going to be used in all the derived classes, but the difference is the features are going to be changed, the code is going to be changed. So this is all about virtual function, in which we use virtual keyword inside the parent class function, parent class, and in child class we use override keyword to override the virtual function of the parent class. So this is all about virtual function. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. Please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel for more further video updates. Thank you.